What is up? Do you like slow burn slasher flicks that have insane kills? Then you might like this one. Come check it out. What is up, horror peeps? This is AJ Horror, here to give you a brand new horror movie review. I just noticed I'm sweating for some reason. It's a little humid. Anyways, let's jump into this one. The movie I selected today, which came out this weekend, or Friday, Thursday, whatever, is called In a Violent Nature. This one is an hour 34. It's got an 87% on Rotten Tomato right now. Fans gave it 45%. This is directed and written by Chris Nash, who directed ABC's Of Death 2, and that's it so far. But I think he's probably going to get a little bigger in the horror genre. I'm just going to name the two actresses who were basically the most important, I think, in this one. The other actors I wasn't too familiar with, so I'm just going to jump into it. So we got Rye Barrett, who plays Johnny, the antagonist killer. He was in The Heretics, among a ton of other stuff. And we've got Andrea Pavlovich, who is in Our Mother's Secret Affair and a few other films. I'm just going to dive into this one, give you kind of thoughts and whatnot. So this is exactly what it says in the title. It's a lot of nature. There is a lot of walking around in the woods. This is a unique slasher in that it is more a slow burn, and the kills even sometimes are a little bit slower, if that makes any sense. He takes his time sometimes. Sometimes he doesn't. But I thought that was interesting and different in the slasher genre. Although this one does have a lot of the typical tropes. Backstory is kind of a typical, almost Jason-like story, his beginning. And just being in of the woods, that's another big, I feel like, slasher type of trope. Of course, drinking around the fire is kind of the ultimate trope, and telling the story of Johnny. You can't get any more horror tropes, trope-like than that, if that's even a saying. But it does have a very different vibe to it. It's a lot of Johnny walking. It's interesting, and you wonder, you're like, are they doing this on purpose, or it just kind of seems a little out there, which I think is. I mean, I'm totally fine with it. It's very odd in a way, but you don't get, there's not really music in this one, which also, maybe that's what threw me off so much. But yeah, it's a lot of watching characters, and it seems kind of odd, like the characters, the Johnny's walking up on them and they don't notice him. Maybe that's me just being nitpicky, but I would think they would see someone from afar, because this is a big dude wearing a old firefighter mask, which, again, I'll give you the background. A group of campers, it seems like, they're standing in a cabin where Johnny's grave is. This is kind of the synopsis. They find a golden locket, and they take it, and that is pretty much what awakens Johnny, and the madness and carnage ensue. And I mean, that's the basic plot of this one. I will say there's one kill that blew my fucking mind, Like, I couldn't believe what I was watching. Like, I have never seen a kill like that in my life. I would say go to this or see this whenever, just for that scene, and you'll know exactly what scene I'm talking about. It is probably the craziest kill I've ever seen. You're just like watching it, and it's not like it's happening super fast. You're just like, I think my mouth was open while I was watching it. I was like, is this really happening? Like, holy shit. That one just blew my mind. I could not believe it. Trying to think of other things, but the plot of it is pretty simplistic, though it does stand out in its own sort of fashion, that it comes from the perspective of the killer, which is cool. But we'll say the ending has a bit of, this doesn't really give any away, kind of Texas Chainsaw Massacre vibes, a little bit. I won't say it's exactly the same or a carbon copy or anything, but it has a feel of that. I'm not going to tell you how it ends, though, because that's of its own, you know. It's a brand new movie. You can't give that away. But it has, yeah, and just the old school slasher vibes. I feel like it really did well with how they played it out. Even though sometimes it seems like some of the tropes are a little overdone. In this one, I thought they did pretty well. There's another kill that is just like, oh, jeez, dude. It's continuous, I'll just say that. And yeah, there's more than one kill that's like just insane or just like over the top. And yeah, if you like gore, thumbs up on this one. It's fantastic for gore. It is a slow burn slasher, so be prepared for that, and don't be like, okay, when's this gonna happen? When's shit gonna fucking go down? It will. So just be patient. If you're too, I was kind of getting ADD in here. I was like, what's going on? Nothing's happening. But it's good. I think for what they did with it, it wasn't exactly what I expected, but I enjoyed it. So I recommend check this one out in the theater. It's a good watch, and I hope this was helpful for you. Stay tuned for some new videos in the future. Have a good one.